The debate on debt relief for Greece tends to conflate two means of achieving that relief. One is simply cutting the face value of Greece's official loans. So a loan worth 100 could simply be turned into a loan worth 50. But then there's the second option, which is what's called net present value reduction, which is basically to cut the economic burden for Greece, such as cutting interest rates or extending the maturity of loans so it pays them later. The virtue of that second option is that under the EU treaty, it may actually be legal. Let's look at net present value first. If Greece was to extend the maturity of its official loans by 40 years, so that it would be paying them back in full in 70 years' time, it would achieve debt relief, according to RBS, of about 34% of its GDP. Throw in a face value haircut on top to those same loans of about 40%, and the relief would go up to about 43%. If you just did a face value haircut, the debt relief would be about 20%. So clearly, whatever happens, Greece will be extending the maturity of its loans. Sovereign debt restructuring is very complicated, but it also means you can be quite creative. One of the big problems for Greece in the next few years will be getting the private sector to finance it again, given the size of that very large official loan debt stock. One solution proposed by the lawyers Lee Buchheit and Mitu Galati is to actually subordinate those official loans to future private borrowings. That means the latter would effectively be paid out before official creditors. It's a controversial idea, but it would be one way to get the private sector comfortable with lending to Greece again.